What is in your hand, Mr. Jacob? Pass the parcel. Give it to me.
Okay. Stop looking. We need to react together.
It's got another package though, so now it's going to go back to you.
Oh, fucking buzzing. Oh. I'm a big fan of this. Are we ready? That was a much less dramatic
I
sound.
thought it'd make a lot more of a bit of a...
It might need loosening a little. I don't know which one to loosen. I'm guessing this one. There we go. That's better.
I want to go.
No.
It's my turn.
It's my podcast.
So you've been too weak with it.
Yeah, there we go.
I've got the wrist action. See.
Yeah, well, you've been practicing a lot.
I feel like it's got to be like
I was going to say that needs to be in the
shot.
In the shot. That. Welcome back to the top floor, Jack. How are we?
I'm good. I tell you who isn't good though.
Go on.
Have you seen the news of Ed Matthews?
No.
Which I've only learned in the space of 3 hours ago, maybe.
Right, I get him and the other one who looks like him but is...
HS.
Yeah, mixed up. Is Ed Matthews like the pasty white one?
Yeah.
Right,
He's the one that looks into the camera and just goes, fuck.
Yeah. Right, yeah. No, I've not seen. Go on. Inform me.
Well, I'll pull the article up.
All right.
So, have you seen the paedophile videos where they capture pedos?
Yeah, like the stings.
Yeah. So
they're like, I'm gonna lose my job.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, I didn't know this is what Ed Matthews did, but apparently
you ruined my holiday.
That video is good.
Shout out, Connor.
Apparently, right, he does like streams of that.
Right, okay.
Which I had no idea which he did, which I wish I did because
I didn't know he did that.
They are brilliant. So he's been sent behind bars for basically.
He has.
Yeah. So for him, something that he'd been like doing on the videos, but this is what I can't get my head around because it's not explaining properly what of them. Like I didn't know that was a crime for doing police's jobs for him, basically. So
yeah, I know there is a lot of weird.
There's a way of going about it
because I think I know obviously big nonce, like, but I think there is like it counts as harassment and shit like that, and because they've not been found guilty, so I don't think you're meant to be like stood there harassing them.
Yeah, well, this is the mad.
I'm not defending paedophiles. I'm just saying that's why.
Just misunderstood.
That's probably why he's in trouble for it.
Well, the mad thing is that before, so he's not been allowed bail, so he's got to sit in a prison cell.
Yeah.
4.5 months.
Fuck off.
Until he gets his sentence, whatever they do in court.
Why has he not got bail?
Exactly. Now,
is he the one who's always with the general? Or is that HS?
That's HS.
Ah,
General
okay.
G.
Yeah.
But no, yeah. So apparently, HS is on like a video reacting to it. But like his reaction seems really fake. So then I'm thinking,
what, like he's not really bothered about it?
No, like he obviously looks bothered, but like it just looks like a viral like
he's
get
just
me in the algorithm sort of stuff.
Yeah.
But I don't know, like it looks too like specific to not be fake.
Yeah.
Because 4.5 months in thing, but then like you don't get bail.
So what's it actually been arrested for? Like what's the charge?
See, that's what I'm struggling with because they're not revealing the actual charges. Like I can't find these charges. The only thing I can get off it is that he's been doing these videos that police are using as evidence, I'm guessing, and that's what he's getting charged with. Like you said, harassment. Maybe.
Does this mean
it might
a paedophile as a non-convicted potential paedophile has pressed charges against him for harassment or something like that? Or have the police just taken it upon themselves to stop him doing it?
Whether he's streaming it as well.
Yeah. They all stream them though, don't they? Because Facebook is just littered with them. All these different non-sting groups.
I feel like Ed Matthews is more of like a
bane of my life.
A familiar face So like, I don't know, like they've pieced it together. Like he's more of a, like I feel like more people watch
Yeah.
him
Than just like Jonah and Mike who do it on the weekend.
yeah. So maybe that's it. But 4.5 months, nearly close to like half a year spent in a prison cell,
I know.
and you've not even seen your fate or anything of what's going to happen. It's a bit fucked.
All for trying to do paedophile stings.
Yeah. And also, I very nearly just drank that like this then.
He's spaz.
With that.
Chris Hansen didn't get locked up for it, did he? They gave him a TV show. I don't know why I said TV show like that. TV show. But, yeah, they gave him a TV show. Yeah. To Catch a Predator. Tell me you've seen it.
No.
You've seen it. You've never seen To Catch a Predator.
No.
Basically, they'd do the same sort of thing where they'd have these decoys online chatting to these paedophiles, and then they'd invite them over to an house and say like, oh yeah, my parents are out this weekend, like they've gone on holiday or whatever, I'm home alone. These like old blokes will turn up with like a fucking, they've been to a shop, got a case of beer and a pack of condoms or something, and they turn up to what they think is like a 14-year-old home alone, and they'll have like a decoy girl there.
Yeah.
Who's like 20, 25 or something, but looks 14.
She's alright, yeah. I was going to say.
And she'll answer the door and like invite him in and stuff. And then she'll like lead him to the kitchen. And then she'll be like, oh, back in a minute, and like leave the room.
Yeah.
And then Chris Hansen, who's like a presenter,
will
walk in and be like, why don't you take a seat? And then sometimes they run, most of them just accept defeat and immediately sit down.
You know what makes me laugh with them though is when you can see them thinking about running.
Yeah.
So like they do like this weird like sort of like movements.
Everything
like,
said like,
yeah, like they're
twitchy.
gonna make like go for it, but like fair enough.
Yeah.
But like they're not getting away because if I can see that they're just watching them like if you move, then it just gives them license to just fucking start battering them.
But yeah, so then they'll sit down and he'll question them on like why they're there or whatever. And some of them, very rarely, will just be like, yeah, you've caught me, hands up. Caught me red-handed. I was going to do awful things. And then others are like, no, I've brought condoms to like, you know, fill with water. Use as water balloons or something. Like,
I just thought of something. Do you know what's the funniest one of them? There's two of them, but this is the best one. Is when it's that fat guy, and like he's saying like I think they go on to like what's his favourite food. He's like, I like chicken, and he'll go, well, there'll be no chicken for you, mate. There'll be no chicken for you. Not where you're going.
Oh, you know.
And then there's another one where the nonce is giving him shit back. Like he starts calling him like your bald swat or something like that.
Is he sat down?
Yeah,
like, sat down on a wall.
Like, yeah. And he's like giving him shit back.
Yeah.
He's like, I'll give you shit, mate, but I'll give it you back. I'll fucking give it you back.
Yeah,
like,
but everything he says just
forth.
like flops, doesn't it?
Oh.
Everything he says just isn't funny. It's just not that insulting. And the guy's just like, shut up, you're a nonce.
It just kills everything
Yeah.
just to call him a nonce.
Yeah. Because it's true as well. So it's like, you can't even argue against it. But,
No, it is funny.
yeah, the Chris Hansen one, it was like, I don't know if they still make it or not, but it was an actual TV show for like years and years and years. They did seasons of it. And after the first season...
Well, it's all just basically on catching nonces.
Yeah, so like in an episode, there might be like a couple people they catch where it's the same thing every time, like decoy online, chatting to a guy, invites him over, decoy leaves the room, Chris Hansen comes in, questions him, and then he always goes, you're free to leave. And then they get up and they go to leave and there's just police outside waiting for them.
Oh.
But like some of them make a run for it and all these police like jump out of the bushes.
Got you bastard. No, but like, say...
It's like they're probably like, ladies and gentlemen, we got him. Sort of meme.
But see, like that, it's just like, that's a career then for him, catching nonces.
Yeah, well, I think he was like a TV presenter before.
Yeah.
He's not started on Facebook sting operations and made a TV show out of it. It's just before.
What a way to make a living.
Because I think To Catch a Predator was a bit of a thing before all the Facebook streams of it.
Mm.
Like, I think he was the OG of it all, really. I think.
And then the difference to that, and then Ed Matthews. But it's fair, it is Ed Matthews, and he could have just done something horrendous on camera. Like I think if there's a video of him like actually abusing someone on camera.
I was gonna say if he's like touched someone or something like that, and it's like counts as assault or something.
I don't think they've actually released the proper charges of what he's done to get him in prison yet.
Are you sure, or can you just not find them?
I just cannot find them.
Okay. Well, speaking of crimes.
Oh yeah.
Have you seen crimes? What?
Sorry, go on.
Yeah, speaking of crimes, have you seen the Just Stop Oil knobheads have targeted Stonehenge?
No, I've seen a lot of the last one I saw of them lot. Well, obviously when they're blocking roads, but the snooker invasion.
Yeah,
that woman just stands on the table and just. Why is the power door always orange? Is that their symbol? I'm guessing.
Yeah, I'm guessing it's just a bit of good branding.
Yeah, got a great colour if you ask me. But yeah.
Well, I suppose like it stands out on a lot of stuff, doesn't it? Because they throw it on like shops and stuff like that, and like snooker, Stonehenge, any like memorials or anything like that. They attack. Like not a lot of stuff is actually orange, is it? So whatever they throw it on, it's going to stand out probably, innit? But yeah, they like spray painted Stonehenge with something. I don't even know what it said. But you cannot convince me that Just Stop Oil isn't a group set up by Big Oil to make everybody hate climate change activists. Because nobody is on their side. Like, if you attack Stonehenge, doesn't make me want to stop using oil more. I reckon Big Oil are behind it, and it's all a big psyop conspiracy to make everyone hate anti-oil protesters.
That is it's a good theory, but I just think they're honestly that stupid that they think that idea is working.
I mean, look, they get a lot of attention, that in that sense it kind of works, but it just like. There's not a group I want to be associated with less. Well, I suppose paedophiles, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like yeah, you know what I'm on about.
Well, I was gonna say, have you not seen do you know who Josh Peters is?
No.
He started off in like the old school like YouTube sort of thing, you know, with like Joe Sugg and all them.
Joe Sugg,
what a proper throwback.
Throwback.
But he's sort of like become this prankster. So it used to just be Josh Peters, now it's Josh and Archie, I think the other one. And they basically just do like these pranks, but like they're honestly so well thought out, planned. Are
they actually good pranks, or is this like
no, like they're unreal?
Is it like the 2018 pranks when it'd just be like somebody would dress up as a Muslim person and throw a suspicious looking bag into a car?
No. They're like the proper well thought out plans. Like I think one of the best one I've seen is when they did one on Katie Hopkins. Have you seen that one? Yeah.
No, I've not seen the prank. I know who she is though.
So like they invited her to some like award. So they got emails sent out to her by like some like anonymous thing. And then they got her in this room and set a whole room up like it was some event.
Yeah.
And was like, oh, this is your award. And then they showed out the title of it. And the title, I can't remember what each word meant, but the word spelled out cunt.
Oh.
And then as she goes up to accept the award, which literally says cunt on it, the background, it just says cunt and her picture all just smiling.
Yeah, no, that's good.
Well, it's
that's a good one.
Stuff like it's just so well thought out. It's like, how have they even pulled that off?
Yeah.
How has she believed it? But like when she gets in the room, it does look like a proper like, well, fair enough. It's well set up.
Yeah.
But they've done a video, this was a while ago now, but like on the Stop Oil protesters.
Yeah.
And they were having some like gathering. And it was like some like meal in like an old like church or something, like proper high ceilings.
Yeah.
So they got these like, so they had like balloons up, but what they'd done is they'd put like these little annoying alarms in each balloon.
Right.
So someone like they sent a load of actors in who were pretending they were part of this like oil protest meeting.
Yeah.
They like cut the balloons or lifted their own balloons up. The alarms went off. and they were that just at the top of a mad high ceiling, just letting off these loud alarms in the middle of this meeting, and they couldn't get them down.
Yeah.
So they were just sat there with these alarms just going off through the meeting.
No.
But like that, like I can't remember like how the whole video was set. I think it was less set up than all the other ones have done, but they just wanted to piss them off. Like, because they was having the whole thing of they're pissing us off, so let's piss them off in one of their meetings. And like they were all just gathering around, like hands on their hips, looking at the ceiling. Like
they are genuinely the most dislikable activist group. They're awful. Do me head in. They like block a road with an ambulance trying to get through.
Yeah, that's fucked.
They just proper.
It makes me laugh when people lose their heads and they physically get out the car.
Yeah.
And just drag them off the road. But then the police help the protesters.
Yeah. See, I think
if you're the police, you should. I mean,
I've been seeing more and more videos of like police not stopping people from moving them. Because at first it seemed like the police always protected them. Because I guess technically
it's right.
They're in the right.
Isn't it? Yeah.
Oh God, I hate that though. But then now I keep seeing videos of people like dragging them about, and police are just sort of like watching. Because obviously the police aren't allowed to touch them. But I think they sort of now they're starting to turn a blind eye to other people touching them.
Yeah,
which I love. I've seen one where someone was in a car and just genuinely didn't stop driving. Not like fast, but at like just at like 2-3 miles per hour, just into him as he sat on the floor and just kept going. Just until he's like half under the car. And then all the rest of them start surrounding the car, shouting at him. No, it's like,
to be fair, that is the way to go with it though, because I'm not being funny. You can
10 times the speed, just
full. But like, I mean, like, I don't care how much you believe in a cause, especially fucking oil, right? But if someone is driving at you, even like you say, like 2-3 miles per hour. If that wheel just goes over you, then fucking hell, you broke your leg. You're not breaking bones.
Well, sometimes
they're that mad.
Sometimes they glue each other to the floor, don't they?
Yeah, so they can't move and chain themselves to shit.
I hate them.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even drive, but
like when I watch those videos and you see people attacking them, I genuinely have no sympathy for them.
No, yeah.
Like I'm just not bothered. If anything,
which makes
I root for the attackers.
Make a lot more sense. This is one of the best marketing strategies we've ever had.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's got to be, because all these big oil companies that probably are doing damage to the environment. They just like they've set this up, got these annoying everyone. So now I'm sat here going, I hate all those anti-oil protesters.
Yeah.
So if anything, I'm on the side of big oil.
Yeah.
Big oil, big pharma. Big anyone, if you want to sponsor the podcast, we're here for it.
Sponsored by oil and Monster.
We will sell out our morals for almost any amount of money.
Oh, wow. Yeah, fuck them. Fuck the oil.
Have you got any other conspiracies?
Now, this is going way off oil.
Sorry, we might have to cut this out. Are you just checking your bank? You started to put your phone down and it was just NatWest.
It was on my bank on the previous one. That was the last windows that were open with my topics. But then when I went to clear my topics, my bank was open.
First of all, why are you clearing your topics?
It's a natural habit, alright. It's a natural habit.
Cleared the topics but didn't clear your bank.
Okay, no, I can't cut that out. That's funny.
Compose myself.
Right, go on. What? We had another conspiracy, didn't we? Didn't you? I think. Okay.
It's been open since Asda, that fucking NatWest thing. Fuck me. So, my next topic, conspiracy theory, going way off the all oil, all that.
Yeah.
Is one that I have been in bed thinking about, sleeplessly thinking about. Like, I can't get to sleep because it messes me head that much. Is you, me, Tom, everyone, we're just in a simulation.
Yeah, I've heard this before, but specifically from Elon Musk, which...
Really?
Yeah, he said he believes it.
See, Now, have you heard
Smart
about
man, to be fair.
your life flashing before your eyes before you die?
Yeah.
Now, people say, well, a person said,
People say, really, it's just
when
Big Mark 78 on TikTok.
when you're literally like your life flashing before your eyes, and I don't know how they get this because when your life flashes before your eyes, I'm sure you're dead. So how they get this information?
Well, I think when you're dying, there's a massive spike in your brain activity.
yeah,
So I think they've kind of just from that, they've just ended up on, yeah, you probably see your entire life before your eyes. I don't know if anyone actually knows. Although there is people who have like died and then come back in there. Been revived.
yeah, which is there's actually a Netflix series on that.
Is it?
Yeah,
What's it called? You don't know, do you?
no idea, man.
Yeah,
No idea. But yeah, so the life flashing before your eyes theory is a bit like the simulation where it's like your life flashing before your eyes is what we're doing now before we die.
You're gonna need to explain
Yeah,
that
because
you've
this is
lost
what fucked with my head.
So you're saying right now
because
we're not experiencing life. Now we're just experiencing the life flashing before our eyes.
but no, but that is apparently like that is I can't. It's so hard to explain. You have to watch the video. It's like that moment before your life flashing before your eyes is supposed to feel like a lifetime when it's happening.
Yeah.
So like
Yeah, apparently it's almost like just reliving your life again.
yeah,
innit?
yeah. So that, but then like you said,
Which, what a nightmare.
yeah. But then,
What do you mean I've got to do it again?
but like you said, then
I
like
didn't choose to do it the first time.
if this is us like flashing before our eyes, surely I know what's going to happen next. Then if I'm reliving it
Well, no, because I think the idea
Which-
is that it just plays again in your head. So
from the start to the
You're-
end.
feeling it how you would have felt the first time.
Hmm.
But what's this got to do with simulation theory?
Sorry, yeah, I just went on off span with that though. Then, so the simulation theory is like we are. So someone explained it as we could just be a fucking hard drive in some kid's basement. is the one that I saw.
Right, I'll explain it because what an awful job you just done of that.
It's really hard to explain, but when you watch them, they're just fucking mad because some of it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. So it's because we're getting to the point now where we have computers powerful enough where we can create a simulation of our own world that would be able to create sort of fake people inside of it that live their own lives. Kind of like a really advanced version of like The Sims. So the idea is that how do we know that we're not in somebody else's simulation?
Yeah,
Because mathematically, if we get to that point, then at some point the fake world we've created will also get to that point, and then the fake world they create will also get to that point. So how do we know we're not just in a chain of that happening?
yeah,
And because that is so likely to happen, that is mathematically more likely that we are in one than we're not.
so fucked. That was very, very nicely explained. I could have not done that. But like, it just baffles me because there's just so much sense to it.
Yeah, especially when like, I don't know, people talk about like, do you know, like the glitch in the Matrix sort of stuff, and like the Mandela effect and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like it'd explain away some of those like weird anomalies of life.
There's also another theory off that where when you die, you essentially go into like a fucking like a Google, like a MyHub thing. Right? And then you can either choose to just like stay as you are and just roam as a ghost if you want, visit your previous life, like loved ones or whatever. Or you can choose the other option where you reincarnate into a different life.
Right.
But your memory's obviously just wiped because you got a new brain, you're a different person.
Is this just somebody's belief then? I feel like is there any sort of backing for this? Because the simulation theory has like mathematical...
Yeah, he's just like a.
Or is this
a
just
random theory?
some bloke on TikTok's just gone, here's what I reckon happens when you die.
It is like a.
You get a loading
TikTok
screen
theory.
and it asks you A or B, which one do you want to do?
Imagine that you just get sent to like some fucking mad like hub, and like you just you, but like you don't have like really a body. You're just there. Like you
just in spirit.
Yeah, you just exist like as a floating thing, and then someone says, right, you can either carry on, you can stay here as long as you want, like that. This is it now. This is where you're staying,
just forever.
You can go
horrendously boring. Has to be.
Well, yeah. So you can go back to so you'll be seeing all like the loved ones that are picked to stay like that. And you can go back and you can visit Earth as you left it, and just see everyone, see how they're getting on. But on the flip side of that, once you've picked that choice, that's it.
Right. So there's no like
reverse. Yeah. So like you've picked that. So now
you can't ring.
So you exist
the
forever.
big man up and say, look, listen, God,
I've had enough now. I've seen him too much.
Yeah. I've been knocking about here as a ghost.
But
I'm opening cupboards. I'm knocking things off the table. Nobody's talking to me. Can I just come back up there? Oh wait, no. Oh, no. That's the ghost one.
You can go back to the hub and plot around there, but you can't go back to.
Right, yeah. If you get reincarnated, you can't ring up the big man and say, "Listen, I made the wrong choice." You've just got to relive life again.
Just live your life, and then when you die again,
you get another choice.
Goes to it, but you won't realise what happened last time. You got a new brain, like you're a different person. So like when you die, so
when you get reincarnated.
So say if I died
they
now,
just bin the OG version of you off.
Yeah, you're done with now. That's it. You're non-existent, but you won't.
I don't like that theory.
But you don't. Yeah, but you wouldn't know you didn't exist because you.
I know, but somehow about it just makes you feel sad.
Yeah. It's because I've no idea what I'd pick because if you chose not to, but then the rest of your family did. See, I mean, like I said, I would have no idea, but then they would because they've known that I've just done that, and they just never see you again. But
that's very depressing.
Yeah, I know. So it's a thinker.
So if you die, you get up there and you're like, yeah, I'll stay here, and you're like, where's mum? And it's like, oh well, mum
fucks off.
Yeah, mum chose to go back. She didn't want to stay here with us. It's like,
all right.
I
was loved.
Yeah. Oh, nice one.
Mad though. I had me thinking for ages.
There's the idea I like, not that I necessarily believe it, but the idea I like is that heaven isn't like one thing. It's everyone has their own version. So like when you get up there, it'll just be all the people you love. So you're not going to get up there and it's like, oh, my fucking science teacher's here. Oh,
yeah, it's what you.
Yeah, it's like
your idea of like.
Yeah. So like everyone would experience it differently.
Yeah.
Not that I don't necessarily believe in heaven and hell and stuff. But...
I don't know. I mean, we'll never know, will we?
Well, yeah.
But imagine it just.
Wait, we will know.
Well, to be fair,
when we die.
Imagine it just went to like darkness, but you wouldn't even know. Would you?
Well, yeah, but if it just goes to darkness, you don't necessarily know it's just gone to darkness because it's like
a sleepless dream.
It's just like just before you were born, you weren't like. There's like, it's just nothingness in it.
That's weird to think about, isn't it?
See,
before you were born, you just didn't exist. Which like puts to the theory of, oh no, it doesn't, because you wouldn't have known anyway if you did exist before it.
Yeah. Well, I think it's weirder to think about on like the universal level, like like pre-Big Bang, and it was just like there was just some bit of atoms floating about, and that was it.
Yeah, that whole theory is mad, because it's like how many billions and billions of just like.
Is it? I think the universe is like 13.8 billion years or something like that.
Yeah, something stupid. I'll go back to the dinosaur era.
Do you know the whole thing about if you're looking at a star, you're actually looking into the past. because of how long it takes a light to
Well,
get here.
they've actually confirmed time travel is possible.
Yeah, if you travel at the speed of light.
Yeah.
Yeah, but only forwards.
Yeah.
You couldn't go backwards.
Yeah. Which, that gets a whole different sort of complicated if you go backwards. Because then you could interfere with what's happening. Like, you could just make yourself not exist.
If you could have, you're having a dinner party, right? And you get to invite 3 people from history, dead or alive.
Yeah.
Who are you picking?
Great question. This is a thinker.
I reckon, you go Mao, Stalin, Hitler.
Hitler, yeah. But then again...
I was joking.
But then again...
Oh, you couldn't invite Hitler. Because
you'd have to. A bit of controversy to the term.
No, yeah, I know. But the bloke was constantly coked up and on meth and all sorts, weren't he? He'd just be sat there just shouting the entire time.
If I invite him to this party, is he there forever? Or does he just go? Does he go again?
Is
that just rebirthed Hitler?
No, they're just there specifically for your party, and then they're off again. They're dead. But but Hitler convinced Stalin to not pull out of the war because he went to a meeting and Stalin didn't get a chance to talk because a coked up Hitler just ranted and raved around the room for hours to the point where Stalin, one of the worst dictators ever, was just like, right, I'll stay in the war. Yeah. Fine. Just fucking leave, will you? So go on.
The thing
3 people from history. Oh, today, whatever.
I'd pick someone for the entertainment base, so I'd either choose Freddie Mercury or MJ.
Ooh.
Because I've always wanted.
Can't stand Freddie Mercury,
Yeah, but that Live Aid concert is just supposed to be one of the maddest things ever. And seeing Queen live.
I know, but I just think his songs stink.
Or do you not like? You're not a fan of Queen?
No, honestly, it actually grates on me.
Really?
The sound of them actually genuinely makes me uncomfortable.
I've never heard anyone say
No, I know. It's me one hot take. Well, I suppose I've probably got other hot takes, but it's me arguably most controversial take is that Queen do not sound good.
That is a horrendous take, but it's your opinion.
Yeah. Just something about
it's
the way he sings and just the way it's all the songs are structured. It all just I don't know.
I'm
it
guessing
gives me
you've not seen Borat then, the film.
Yeah, I've seen Borat.
Oh, have you?
Yeah.
Not Bohemian Rhapsody. That's the short. I thought when you said Borat. Did he just say Borat?
You said Borat.
I said Rap. That's a short version of Bohemian Rhapsody.
Is it? Yeah. I've never heard that in my life.
Borat. I thought it just took me a second to clock then. You just said Borat to me.
I thought you said Borat. And then in my head I was thinking, where's Queen in Borat?
Hitler and Borat. That's where we're at.
I was thinking, does Borat sing Queen songs or something? No, I've not seen the film and I never will.
I think you'd like the film.
I don't even care to try it.
Just other wrong. It's a cracking film, though. But yeah, Freddie Mercury, I'm gonna have to be there, just as long as he keeps his distance. And then, if I'm going along the side of a Hitler, which I'm really swaying towards against, but I'm gonna have to have a really good interviewer with me then. So I'm gonna have to have Hitler and Piers Morgan.
Oh yeah. So you're not just what's your favourite colour?
Yeah, I'm not just with Hitler, who's just an absolute nutter. I'm gonna have to have either Piers Morgan. I might pick Andrew Tate to interview him.
Well, you're gonna need someone who speaks German.
Fucking hell, yeah. Don't think of that.
Otherwise, is Piers Morgan just gonna be now explain your plans to me again and why exactly you were right? And then Hitler's just going to be screaming something in German, just methed out his head. And you're going to have absolutely no idea. This is going to be a miserable dinner party.
Now, can I add a fourth guest for a translator?
No.
Oh, fuck.
You can
Well, that means that Freddie Mercury's gonna have to get scrapped if it's just filmed based on Hitler, and I'm gonna have to translate.
I feel like you've really stuck with Hitler here.
It's fucking in Hitler.
Piers Morgan, Andrew Tate, and Hitler.
It's depending how much I want to commit to having Hitler at this dinner party.
Yeah. See, I was thinking probably a bit more like maybe Alex Ferguson. That's where my mind went. Well, no, actually, to be fair, I brought up Hitler, but you know,
you did, didn't you?
Yeah. But you know, football and genius. So am I. So we'd have some great chance.
Can't think of anything worse.
I won't have that fraud you've got. I don't know, actually.
It's an hard one, isn't it?
Yeah, actually, because I asked a
like,
question when I did not have the answers.
I feel like maybe Elon Musk just to like amaze me.
Oh yeah, and he's so autistic, he'd have to be funny.
So I'd have to scrap the Hitler, unfortunately. Freddie Mercury, Elon Musk, just to show me how fucking dumb I am. And then the third one. Has to be a good one.
Elon Musk might not have a talk to you. He might as well be like fucking playing with the electrics in your walls or something like that. He wouldn't even eat the food. He'd just be doing something. Trying
to put a chip into my brain.
Yeah.
Oh.
You'd looking on his napkin, you'd be like drawing like train timetables or something.
Oh. But no, yeah. Those are the two. I was going to say Albert Einstein, but like, only because of how highly people say he is.
Look, it'd be cool to meet him, but
I'm only doing that because of how other people say how.
No, see,
clever he was.
I'd like to meet
him,
but I couldn't have a conversation with him because I'm not going to understand any of it. Oh, do you know who I would have? Brian Cox. Do you know the space bloke?
Oh,
and he's also from Manchester.
Yeah, he's from Chadderton, isn't he?
Is he?
He went to my school.
Did he actually?
North Chad.
They're two wildly different paths. One is a absolute genius who knows like how the universe works, and the other is sat here telling Hitler jokes on a low budget podcast.
Oh,
yeah, I'd have Brian Cox, Alex Ferguson. No, we might have to get rid of Fergie. Wayne Rooney. Just because
bringing about the
because look, the stories we know about him are brilliant.
Yeah.
So imagine the stories that people don't know.
I'm trying to think who you could put with that. So you might as well invite the full United lot.
Well, that's more than 3.
Classroom was one individual group. But who would you get with Wayne Rooney and Alex Ferguson? Because then whoever you pick has to be similar. Because then the conversation will be really.
No. Well, we've got rid of Fergie.
Oh, you got rid of him.
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to understand him anyway. Scottish.
Animals.
I won't disrespect them. Yeah, no, I've got Brian Cox, Wayne Rooney, and
I'm trying to think of you put with that because I had 2 very different people.
Yeah, that's fine. I want a bit of variety.
Brian Cox, Wayne Rooney. Oh, why is this so difficult? I can't get past Elon Musk and Freddie Mercury.
Oh, yeah, maybe Elon.
When you don't want a bit of entertainment?
Yeah, but that's Rooney. I'm not going to have him doing fucking kick-ups in the garden, am I? He's going to be telling me his funny nights out.
What's that thing that he did? The soccer street, whatever it was called.
Wayne Rooney's street
soccer. Oh, what was it called now?
Street soccer.
Yeah, something like that.
Where like what a show!
Kicking balls into skips and
yeah, and it'd just be like it'll just be you can get the ball to land in that tire 100 yards away.
Very hard.
That was a
very hard skill.
That was a TV show. That was unreal. They don't make shows like that anymore. And the best part is
got rid of Soccer AM, which was a cracking.
I guarantee if you go back and look at that, they're all dressed horrendously. Wayne Rooney in like bootcut jeans that are like hanging over the top of his gazelles or something like that.
Yeah. To be fair, I did love Skinhead Rooney though.
Oh, sublime.
That
clip where he goes from like arguing with the ref to the screamer. He is hands down my favourite player ever.
Yeah.
Like, I know
I can get why though.
everyone goes Messi or Ronaldo, which I get they're the best. But Rooney, if you want absolute entertainment value, just got that dog in him. Just like loves a scrap, but unbelievable at football.
Imagine a Rooney and Bellingham combo.
Unreal.
Rooney in front, Bellingham behind. Would be a very fucking.
I wouldn't invite Bellingham to my dinner party though.
No.
I feel like he'd be a bit too PR friendly and like won't give you anything that good.
Yeah.
Speaking of dinner guests, dinner I suppose. I seen a mad TikTok, and I made a note of it here because I wanted to bring it into the show.
Yeah.
My note is man fries foot skin, feeds to wife.
Sorry.
Yeah, exactly. So it starts off. He has peeled.
Fried foot skin.
Yeah. So do you know like the heel of your foot?
Yeah.
It's like
when you mean when it goes all white, you can peel it off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he's got like it's in the shape of his heel, sort of thing.
Oh.
Like he's got one solid piece of it that's like hard. He then fries it until it looks like a crisp. Puts it in a bowl of crisp. Gives it to his wife.
Sorry, is it the shape of a heel still? Like he's just.
Well, yeah, sort of.
Is it ridge cut? Is he putting it in with some McCoys?
It's more. It's more disco shaped.
Disco shaped, all right.
Yeah, it's a bit oval sort of thing.
All right.
He puts it into a bowl with other crisp, and then just like low key films his wife while she's like scranning these crisps.
Imagine
and then you see her.
Does she notice the camera that's on her while she's eating?
No,
this?
I mean, God knows how real the video actually is, but everything's just fake now, isn't it? But like, so he's like low key filming her, and she's like chewing a crisp, and then you'd see her like start like struggling with something, and he starts crying, laughing. And then I assume he tells her what it is, but it's all in a foreign language, so I don't actually know. But she then spits it out. I don't know. She like tried to swallow it but couldn't. Spits it out, and then she like runs to the toilet, and then you can like hear her like almost throwing up.
Oh man!
But I thought, what a sick, twisted mind.
For one,
to even like to peel something off the bottom of your foot and then think, yep, that can be fried.
That's like next level, like fucking just grim. I wouldn't even do that.
That is sign the papers. The divorce is happening. I'm keeping the house. I'm keeping the kids.
But the lengths of
you can take your frying pan.
The lengths of he's gone to actually fry the skin.
Honestly, it genuinely looks like a crisp. It is rancid.
Does she know instantly what it is, or is she just like pick this?
Well, no, he has to tell her because obviously she thinks she's just got a dodgy crisp or something.
Yeah, and she's like, oh.
But like you can see her like trying to swallow, but obviously it mustn't like.
Not when I got a dodgy stomach, man. I'm not hearing this.
Oh. It mustn't like. It must be like chewy.
No, because that goes through me.
Honestly, I don't know, vile. Someone did that to me, you'd lock me up, throw me in the cell with fucking Ed Matthews because someone's dying.
No, because it's like that dead skin goes through me anyway, and I know someone. I'm not even gonna name drop because it's fucking grim.
Do I know him?
Where no, you don't know.
Okay.
They've picked the feet, so you normally get it like there, don't you?
Yeah.
He picks his feet, and then before like discarding it like you would, he chews on it.
Oh.
And he does the same thing. He does the same thing with toenails.
Why?
So he essentially,
with people?
I can't do this because big boned. He gets a toenail,
big boned,
and he
girthy,
and he bites his toes.
How did you even get your foot up that high?
Well, to be fair, he's very like 6'4", so bearing in mind he's got very long legs,
Where do you know him from?
I can't disclose it without making it obvious of who this person is. But I've seen him do it as well. He bends his foot.
You've seen him do it?
Yeah, I've seen him do it. It's fucking grim. I've seen him eat the skin off his foot. That's what came to mind when you said it.
That is
So he's like
vile.
The only difference there is he's just not frying it, which I think is worse.
Yeah, that might actually be worse. I suppose the only silver lining is that it's your own skin and not somebody else's foot skin.
Yeah. That just makes it, maybe that's just a bit weirder. But
yeah,
I think, I can't tell which is, well, they're both as bad as each other, but biting your own toenail, but then eating your own skin.
I think eating your own foot skin is definitely worse than biting your toenail.
Grim.
Biting your toenail is weird. I'm semi-impressed by the flexibility.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's definitely still weird, but chewing on your own foot skin? No. I don't care who you are, that's unacceptable. Oh, but what an awful thing to do to someone.
I think that what I've just said is worse now I'm thinking about it than frying it up. Apart from obviously if it were you and you're eating someone else.
I was going to say, it's just like one of them isn't fried, but at least it's your own.
Mm-hmm.
And the other one, it's somebody else's, but at least it's fried.
At least put a bit of seasoning on it at least. Made it into a crisp. This guy just eating his own flesh.
Oh,
raw.
That is rancid. But yeah,
that is a quick
genuinely,
way to
you would have to lock me up. There's not many things that would make me attack someone, but that is one of them.
Also,
you'd have to kill them. What a mad way to go as well, because you've been attacked because you've fed someone your skin.
It's probably a very quick way to an early grave.
Yeah.
Because
defo. If she's not, she has to have the divorce papers out, and
to be fair,
that's at the very least.
I'm not saying this is similar, but what I've done before, so it's not similar. Before you take your reaction,
am I about to learn something new about you?
I nearly essentially died, and I won't say it's a weird way to go, but you might think it is a weird way to go. Is I poisoned myself by eating. You know, when you're chewing a pencil. I can't remember if I've told you this before, but I've chewed that much on the pencil that the lead, I've actually ate the lead. And this was like year 2 or 3, like early on in Jack's lifespan.
Right.
Eating a lead pencil.
This discovery of lead poisoning explains so much. This is why you are the way you are.
But for 2 weeks...
You got lead poisoning at like 8 years old or something?
Yeah, I was certain of, well...
How old were you? What year were you in?
Year 2, so what's that? 9, 10? You go to secondary school at 12.
First of all, you go at 11. But you're in year 6 before you go to year 7.
Fuck, how old am I then? 7? When do you start school?
Definitely younger than 7.
Yeah, because it's nursery or reception, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, but you're like...
Then it's year 1.
Toddler.
Is it... I think it's 7.
Yeah, something like that.
So we'll call it 7. So yeah, I was 7 years of age, coming out of both ends with lead poisoning.
It explains so much.
But speaking of that, some of the stuff that I've seen, I don't think that would have been the weirdest way to go.
Go on. What have you seen?
I've seen... I'm going to have to get some of these up because I cannot memorise of how weird these are. I have got some of the strangest ways.
What do you look at in your spare time?
Honestly, I was fascinated by some of these because they're either one made up or 2 people are just like...
Yeah.
For one though, some of these, it's like, imagine explaining that to someone at the funeral who is like, oh, how did he go? And I'm going to tell you what these are because some of them are absolutely fucked. I think the
How did it go? Oh, you fell face first
the lead
into wet
poisoning
cement.
is quite reasonable compared to these. I'll start from number 1 because they're all as fucking mad as
How
each
many
other.
is it?
There's 11.
Okay.
So, this first one, a Brazilian man called João Maria de Souza, what a name.
Sounds like a
What a fucking
baller.
name. Was killed in 2013 when a cow fell through his roof and crushed him.
Fell through his roof?
Fell through his roof and
Of his
crushed him
house?
when he slept.
Wait, when
The ending of that is, guess he should have moved over, but I didn't want to add that in. But then that is all it's given me, just that little snippet of it.
Oh my god! Imagine
I have so many questions of
first of
why
all,
a cow is on his roof.
when
Like you said.
anything goes like bang in the night, and like you wake up and it like freaks you out.
But-
Imagine you wake up to the bang, and all of a sudden there's a cow coming towards you.
Yeah, but I think if a cow falls on you, I mean, we're gonna have to fact check how much a cow weighs, but I'm sure you might just be instantly crushed.
Oh yeah,
As
yeah,
soon
no,
as it
you're dead.
falls
Yeah,
from a
100%.
roof.
Well, that's what I'm saying. There might have been.
Where does that come from? I
My
thought,
fucking garden, that.
I thought it came from someone's laptop.
Yeah, so did I at first.
Oh,
Should we shut the window? Does that do well? I'd still be in a fight.
450 to 1,800 kg.
Yeah, no, it definitely kill
But-
you. But I'm saying there might be a split
I've-
second where he's heard the crunching of his roof and he's woke up being
No.
like, what's
Now,
that? And then next thing you know, there's a cow coming through your ceiling.
the only thing I'm gutted with about this is it's not giving me more of a story from it. They're just giving me literally bullet point of
Yeah.
how they died, and then maybe a little joke at the end of it. But I have so many questions of one, why
Is there a
why is he a
his
cow on the
roof?
roof? Is that a thing in Brazil? Do they just have farms on roofs, or is it just like
Seems like a inconvenient place to put your farm.
yeah, or is it just a pet cow like they just have a mad pet and they keep him on the roof with like a fence around it? But that one, to be fair, I think that's the one that just like when I first saw it, I thought, right, this list is amazing.
Yeah. Go on, what's the rest of them?
So that's number one, and I don't think they're ranked as like that's number one. That's the weirdest because they're all just as fucking carnage as each other. The second one, Mayor. Is that his name? So his name is Mayor. So his surname is Mayor.
Like Neville.
Yeah, Mayor. Was only doing her town of Betterdon in the Maryland a service. Right, this is such a weird. When checking in the town's sewage tanks, unfortunately, she fell in and drowned in 15 feet of human waste.
That is vile.
No, I don't think that's as weird as the cow one. I think that is just fucking disgusting.
Yeah, it's not as like, how's that happened? But that might be the worst way to go.
Because one, you're drowning, which I
Set
think
me a
personally
light
is...
before you throw me
Yeah,
in a...
because one, you're drowning, which is one of the worst ways I think you could go. That and burning.
Yeah. But I'd much prefer either of them over drowning in
shit
human shit.
and piss.
Yeah, go on, next one.
We'll skip away
yeah.
from that.
I can't.
A Canadian
about that too
lawyer died while trying to prove that the glass in the windows of a 24th floor office
Oh no.
was unbreakable. By throwing himself into it, he was right. It didn't break, but it suddenly popped out of its frame, and he plunged to his death.
Oh no.
Talk about bad timing.
No. That's just... People play with, like, just fate too much.
You know
Like,
that-
there is no need.
You know what that reminds me of? Have you ever been to? Well, I think they have it in a lot of like places with high buildings, like the Shard and stuff. But you know Blackpool Tower?
Yeah.
How
I've
they have
never been
like
up there.
they have a glass floor, so
Right.
you can just look down and you just see it's fucking terrifying. For someone like me who's scared of heights, it is absolutely terrifying because you just see everything beneath you,
No, I've done...
and you've
I've
got
been to
ratty
similar
kids jumping on them to test them breaking. Obvious, like, and I'm just
Yeah,
like.
but...
It's like when you go on a Ferris wheel and they shake it. I hate shit like that. Or, you know, like a cable car.
Yeah,
You just start like,
people
fuck
rock it.
off doing it because it could snap. It's a piece of cable.
Yeah, but...
Honestly.
That just sounds like an absolute freak accident where someone's not put a window in right. But, like...
Why you don't test it?
Yeah, obviously you don't test it. But I think something like Blackpool Tower, where it's like tourists that are up it all the time, that shit gets tested constantly.
Yeah, I
and
was
they
going to say
know it
regular.
works.
Because imagine if they didn't test it, but then people, every time they go up there, you just completely just jumping
I
up
bet
and
it,
down.
I bet that glass gets tested every day.
Yeah, like I hope so anyway.
Yeah,
Fucking hell.
so do I.
But yeah, I think that's just a very stupid death for him. Really, it's his own fault.
Go on, number 4.
The owner of the company that makes segways. No, I have a Segway. Very fun little little gadget. Spends years promoting the safety of the product.
No, you've got like one of those little hoverboard things.
Yeah, that's what it is. He's got a picture of it. Fuck, sorry. It's just a guy. That's what they're called, segways or swagways.
Yeah, Swagway.
The picture.
But the Segway are those like proper ones that like you stand on and have the bars. Segway's like a brand, innit?
Well, the picture is him on one of them that I've got where you're hovering around.
Okay,
So
right, go on.
We'll go with either or. Spends years promoting the safety of the product. Ironically, he died after accidentally driving a Segway off a cliff.
Oh no.
Ironically.
Oh,
what?
an idiot.
I get the point where like you
How
could be
do you drive one off
walking.
a cliff?
I mean, you might be able to not relate to it, but get the bit where you're going towards a cliff and not realizing it's a cliff. Because if you go like on mountains, is the bits where you're going towards something, you go fuck.
No.
Really? No, alright, maybe not then.
I feel like.
But I know. Well, I don't know them.
You think mountains are like how they are in cartoons, where it's like all dead, like jagged and just steep edges, and it's just not. They're just big hills.
Because I don't know him, but my sister's friends, boyfriends, cousins, dogs, auntie, he's
His goldfish's mate.
He's been to the Lake District, I think it was Lake District, and he fell off a cliff. Can't tell you how high it was, can't remember what she said.
Did he live?
Yeah, he lived. Broke basically every bone in his body. But lived.
My god.
And doctors said he was, how the hell have he survived? Because it was, I wouldn't say 100 feet, but I can't give that as
Are you just making that up?
I could just be made. I'll have to fact check it. But
yeah, that's
it was a high, like you imagine he's broken every bone, so it's fucking high.
I wonder if when you break every bone, I wonder if there's like.
Oh, say go on. I'm gonna tell you how he got saved because it's pretty mad how lucky.
Tell me in a minute. I wonder if there's sort of like a threshold for pain. Like, is breaking all your bones more painful than breaking 5 of your bones?
Yeah.
Like, is there a ceiling you hit?
Because I guess
I don't want to test it.
But I'm guessing if you
wondering.
get to that point of you can't take that much pain, I'm pretty sure you just pass out, don't you? Like,
Yeah, probably.
You just like you can't take it anymore.
Yeah, true, probably.
But back
go on. Yeah.
Back to that story of sisters, cousins, dogs, auntie's friend. He was that lucky that there was a guy walking past who was like Britain's version of a Navy SEAL, what they called SAS or something.
Yeah.
He was walking past and managed to go down and help him and save him. And he's the one that saved his life. I don't know what he did, because if you broke everyone...
That is the most alpha thing ever. You're an SAS member just like out on a walk.
I don't know whether
you save some random bloke's life.
Whether he's just got the rope equipped in his bag and thought, I've been preparing for this my whole life. And he just repelled himself.
Just like, this is what we play for.
He just repelled himself down. Or he's just found a bit like somebody he could just walk down, quickly got down there and just done his thing. Done this before.
I'm sure there's probably a path down.
Yeah. But I thought, how lucky have you got to be?
Yeah, that's mad.
But I don't think there's any permanent damage either. I think obviously
there is no way there's not any permanent damage. There's no way he's not got a funny walk.
Yeah, but I mean, like he's not like paralyzed or anything. He's not in a wheelchair.
He's definitely got a mad back.
Yeah, he's got like bones probably that can just pop out in mad places, which knocks through me. Right, now we're on number 5. In 1923, well-known jockey Frank Hayes, don't know him.
No.
Won a race at Belmont Park in New York while dead. The poor bloke suffered a heart attack mid-race, but his body managed to stay in the saddle, crossing the finish line and claiming victory.
Oh, wow.
They all have jokes at the end of this. The joke of this is why the long face. Such an unnecessary shit pun at the end.
That's shite.
Yeah,
that's mad.
Yeah.
That's really dying what you love doing.
Well, yeah, I think that is a cracking way to go if you're a jockey.
Fair play.
There's not much to say on that one.
No.
Fair play, man. Yeah. First, I thought they said Robbie Williams. Number 6, Robert Williams is the first human in history to be killed by a robot. This is no joke. The robot him, definitely an error. And he was out like a light.
Oh, him.
Have I just read that wrong there? I do not understand that one.
No, I'm saying, is it a typo? Should it say the robot hit him?
Oh, yeah, probably. The robot hit him and he was out, yeah, definitely. The robot hit him and he was out like a light.
Well, in that case, he's just dead.
Yeah.
Is there no context on what sort of robot?
Literally, it's just got the guy out for your drama.
Bender. Oh, I want more context on that.
I know. That's what I mean. Some of them don't explain it a lot.
I want to know what robots I need to look out for.
Number 7, a man who's recorded to have the longest beard in the world in the 1500s died after tripping over his long locks while running away from a fire.
Oh, no.
Oh my God.
I'm looking at that.
Have you ever seen Polar Express?
Yeah.
You know, the guy at the front of the one of the drivers, a long ginger beard?
Yeah.
Is it that long then if he's tripping over
He was
it?
tripping over it. It's got to be to the floor.
I don't know how that's possible, growing your beard that long.
Well, it's obviously just more
Yeah.
manly than us.
Yeah. But yeah, that's a bit of a fucking weird
Yeah,
one.
that's a mad one, that.
I still think I've only done
Because that is borderline done it to himself.
And while running away from a fire as well.
I feel like back in the old days, there was always a big fire. You know, like the Great Fire of London and stuff like that. I'm pretty sure, didn't New York have a big fire as well at one point?
Yeah,
I feel like stuff was just burning all the time.
Yeah, they didn't really know how to handle the matches, did they? What are we on? Number 8.
We never taught fire safety in school, that's why.
Well, they wouldn't have firemen, would they? You just had to fuck it. Something's on fire.
Wait, in what year?
1500s.
You think they didn't have firemen in the 1500s?
No.
I guarantee they had
I
firemen.
don't think they would have had police.
There is absolutely no way.
In the 1500s?
They're not cavemen. They lived in buildings and stuff in the 1500s. It was a civilized world.
You know, I can't think past the 1800s, mate.
Oh, is that how far your memory goes back?
That is how far it goes.
You go from 1800s and then just immediately to Stone Age.
Yeah. Before that, it was just fucking caves and rocks.
Tom, can we get a fact check on the police and firemen in the 1500s?
The history of the firefighter began in ancient Rome, well under the rule of Augustus III.
Augustus Gloop.
Big up Augustus, 3rd century. So what's that? 400s? 400 and odd? It would have started.
Really?
3rd century was the period from AD 201 to
Oh.
AD 300.
Oh, I was wrong. I don't know how centuries work. Right, so
I'm still wrong, though.
Yeah, so from the year 200 and let's stick it in the middle. Let's say 250. From the year 250, firemen have been a thing, and you think Britain didn't have them? What did it say? Britain? Did it say London? Or have I made that up?
It didn't give it any country.
Right. Okay.
We'll just go with Britain.
So you think in the 1800s they weren't firemen?
I didn't think they were. I'm not gonna lie to you. I didn't think they were police. I thought it was just.
Well, you think it was just lawless?
I just thought
Just people did what they wanted.
every man for himself.
No wonder Jack the Ripper got away. There wasn't any
Just
police
go
to catch
for
him.
Next one. What am I on? 8. Ever felt like you was dying of laughter? Well, for one Greek philosopher, he literally was. It said he died while in fits of laughter after watching a donkey trying to eat figs.
Oh my god. What even is a fig?
I thought of a fig roll, mate.
Yeah, no, that's
Like
where
the
my mind
biscuit.
immediately goes. But I think a fig is a fruit. I think. But I don't actually know what they look like.
Good type it in. What the fuck's a fig?
I won't phrase it like that.
What is
Google's not done that to you.
What is a fig?
It's definitely a fruit.
A fig is an edible fruit of ficus. Can't pronounce
Have
that
you got a
word.
picture? They look rancid.
Yeah, they don't look nice, do
Fig rolls, though.
they? Fig rolls are fucking brilliant.
Banging.
Wow. After watching the donkey trying to eat a fig. I mean, I'm not sure about that one. Here we go. British actor Gareth Jones. This is number 9. He died of a heart attack while performing in a live televised play where his characters were scripted to have a heart attack. The cast just thought he was doing a standout performance and continued performing after his death.
Oh, wow.
What a showstopper. Now, I've seen something similar to this. I don't know if it's the same.
I was going to say, I feel like I might have heard of this.
I think it might be the same thing because I've seen
Is that number 11?
No, number 9.
Okay.
You know when you just channel hopping late at night?
Yeah.
I've seen something similar to where he actually had a heart attack, and I think he were a comedian.
Mm.
But they just all thought he were doing something funny and were just laughing at him while he was
Yeah.
literally dying in front of them.
Yeah. I don't know, that might be the one I've seen, but I've definitely heard a story about like someone having a heart attack on stage and everyone else thinking it was like part of the bit.
Mm.
Whether that's like
But
part of the play or the comedian one, I don't know. I can't remember.
then that would have just delayed his response time to getting his life saved
Yeah,
because
yeah.
everyone's just laughing at him dying.
Oh no! Imagine how guilty you'd feel after
God, dead man on floor.
if you were like a member of the audience and you're just thinking, "Oh yeah, it's just a bit of this." You're just hysterically laughing at this bloke dying,
It's just also bad timing though.
and
isn't
then
it?
after like how long
But
does
to
it?
be fair though, with faking a heart attack, if it was done in the comedic sense, with faking a heart attack, if I just started having a heart attack now, would that make you laugh? Do you know what I mean? I don't think I'd laugh at someone unless it's part of the skit.
Yeah,
I wouldn't
I
think
don't-
I'd start laughing at someone having a heart attack.
No, obviously it depends on the context of the joke, doesn't it?
Mm.
But yeah, I know what you mean.
We are on number 10, so 2 more left. Health fanatic Basil Browns managed to kill himself by drinking almost 4 litres of carrot juice every day. Maybe vegetables aren't that good for you.
Why would you do that to yourself? 4 litres.
Health fanatic. So
I
he's
struggle to drink like
he's obviously
3 litres of water.
trying to probably, I don't know.
They'll give you a
I
year
don't
for
even
that
know
one.
what he's trying, because that's 4 litres is a lot.
Does that give you a year?
That don't give you a year now.
Thinking the only way I can rationalise that is if it's like centuries ago and he couldn't get clean water, so he were
You just went
banging
off
down the carrot juice.
4 litres though.
4 litres a
A
lot.
litre, maybe.
Is that like
Sure, it just tastes grim.
2
as well.
litres a gallon? I think. Something like that.
No idea. Here's,
Go on, next one.
so this is the last one. I think the first one is still my favourite.
Yeah. I
Here's
think
when
so.
a joke goes horribly wrong. Greg Austin Gingrich died in the Grand Canyon after pretending to fall to his death. In the middle of the joke, he lost his foot and
Yeah, I've
actually
seen
fell.
this.
Well, we hoped he had the last laugh.
Yeah, I've seen that one
I'm
before.
not saying that. I think that just makes him look a bit of a prick.
That's what you get about when you mess about near
That's
cliff edges.
That does remind me of the film. Be good if I had the name for it. But it's essentially James Franco,
Yeah.
and it's just the full film of him getting stuck in like this slanted cave. in the Grand-
127 hours.
That's the one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you seen that?
No, I know the story though.
Where he gets his arm stuck
Yeah,
in
and then
the
he
cuts
yeah,
it off.
Cuts it off.
Mad though that. But I don't think I'd. Well, actually, you probably would go to them lengths, cutting your arm off. But
How long's
he had to
127
do it
hours?
with like a little pocket knife, I think.
Yeah.
So imagine how long of the process that'll be to cut your arm off.
Oh god, yeah.
I'd be like,
Just sawing through your bone for hours.
but it's either that or you just essentially just starve or dehydrate to death.
Yeah. This is taking a dark twist, this.
Yeah, I know. But that is your weirdest deaths.
Is that all of them?
That's all of them. That's all 11. A bit of a weird number to finish on, though, 11.
Hmm.
That's your lot.
Yeah, it's not quite as evenly rounded out as 1,000 Ways to Die.
No.
Have we got a game to wrap it up with?
Now, have you ever seen the show 101?
Is it not
Room 101, yeah.
Yeah, I have.
Now, I don't know if it's still a thing, but essentially, obviously, it's people who haven't seen it. The panel or the guests pick a thing, object, a habit, whatever, that you just throw in that room and it's just gone forever. Instantly banned. Something that just grinds your gears.
Can we pick people?
Yeah, you can pick people. Pick whatever you want. Whatever, just...
Don't worry, I'm not gonna yeah, the Jews. I'm not gonna go all Kanye with it.
This went really dark. Well, no, yeah.
I know you
It can be-
invited Hitler to your dinner party, but no, that's not where I was going with it. I've just got a certain.
I want to
You'll
say this
see. You'll
as
see
dark
what-
as possible.
You'll see what I've got in mind.
I've got a stupid one, which you're just gonna shake your head at, and I've got one that you definitely will agree on.
Mine's 1,000% serious. It's not even a joke.
We'll go with yours first then, because it might be the same as mine, so I might have to change it.
People on public transport. Sick of them. All of them.
No, this could go on.
Leaning, like when they lean on handrails, when you're trying to get off a tram or a bus or whatever, and they're not letting you off there trying to get on, and it's like, it's not how it works.
No. See, I think tram, like, I wasn't
People
really,
on trams are absolutely
I wasn't really a tram goer. I was more of a bus person.
I was the other way around.
See, I couldn't tell you which one's worse. I think the one's worse for being crammed, probably defo trams, because every time I see a tram go past at rush hour, everyone's just literally pressed against the window.
It is like,
and I'm like, why? I'd rather run home.
Tin of sardines look roomy.
Yeah.
I feel like you get a more degenerative person.
But like when we're saying people on public transport, now is this just like you're getting rid of everyone?
Yeah, all of you.
And
Like,
now
you
it's
can
just
go.
you on the public transport on your own.
Yeah, it's just me.
So just
Public transport is specifically for me and me only.
the common man and woman who you. So when you're on public transport, there'll be no one on with you. But
Yeah, people can use it when I'm not there.
yeah, all right.
That's fine.
See, the one that grinds my gears.
Sorry, let me just clarify. People can use it, but you've got to be a certain level of civility. When people have conversations on loudspeaker on public transport.
Not even that, just making it known that they're on the phone to everyone. Whereas I've got my headphones in, full blast, and I can still hear what they're saying.
Yeah.
That,
I'll have my headphones in. If somebody rings me, I always make the conversation as short as possible.
I don't even answer it.
I'll speak to you later.
I just get like, I'll text you or I'll ring you when I get off because it annoys me so much. I won't do it to the other person.
Yeah, fair enough.
Or the last one with public transport, I feel like it's going to be mine more than yours. is when
I'm glad you agree.
Is when the bus is fairly full. So say you've got everyone's on the seat. So now one person essentially has to sit next to someone. Now I sit near to the back, so not the very back because I'm not a wanker. Just third to the back, I'd say.
Right. Okay.
With a good window seat if I've got the option. And then somebody can pick out of how many seats there are. Let's say there's 20. Why does that one person walk all that way to sit next to me?
Yeah.
When you can just if you're going to have to sit next to someone, just sit where you get up at the front. If I was at the front and someone did it, fair enough.
Yeah.
That's my own fault. But I'm at the back.
Yeah.
Take that as a fucking...
Yeah. As a leave me
as
alone.
a hint to just piss off.
Yeah. Like you said, if it's full, then fair enough. But like, yeah, when people sit next to you just for no reason.
Oh.
See, and I
hate people.
I don't like it when people do it to me. But I just imagine like there's definitely fucking weirdos who do it to like teenage girls.
Oh, I've got a horrendous story of a man like harassing just every woman on the bus that I were on once. Like it was like horrendously bad to the point.
Were you there?
I was there, yeah. I was trying hard so not to look, so that he doesn't just start realise that I'm looking at him like, what are you? Because he was one of them like if I made eye contact, he'd just go, what are you looking at? I'm like, I'm not getting into this with you.
Yeah. So, I had to say something to a bloke the other week.
Have you?
On the tram. With some homeless man who was like, sorry, I'll let you finish your story in a minute. Yeah, some homeless bloke, two of them. One in a wheelchair, one stood up. The one in the wheelchair, sound, not an issue. The one that was stood up, speaking to these teenage girls, and they've got like, do you know when teenage girls have like little badges like on the bags and stuff like that?
Yeah.
And he's like touching all the badges and let me have a look at that. And she's just going, no, sorry. And she's like clearly dead uncomfortable. Eventually, in the end, I was just like, mate, will you fucking leave her alone? You're annoying everyone.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, oh, I'm just being friendly. I was like, just leave it.
Fuck off.
Just shut up. Because no one wants to hear
you.
Yeah. And then he apologised to her and then shut up, to be fair. So he weren't that bad.
What a good Samaritan.
Well,
I bet no one else would have done it.
Not to be like the hero of the story, but I didn't really... I mean, I had her safety in mind a little bit.
Yeah.
But you were talking dead loud and it would do me head in.
So
it was a little selfish of like, I've just finished work.
Just fuck off.
I cannot be doing with you yapping away. But go on, anyway.
Sorry, yeah. So mine was, I guess it's a bit similar to yours, to be fair, where it was like, there was like a bunch of schoolgirls at the back.
Mm.
And then he came and was like chatting to them. But there was schoolgirls and then there was I think she was in college because she was in her own uniform, her own clothes. So he was started chatting to her, but she was just like not interested.
Yeah.
Bearing in mind he was like 40 as well, and he was like, just fuck, like she was basically just like looking at him like, fuck off, go away.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh, why are you not talking to me? Why are you not talking to me? I'm only having a chat with you. Come on, talk to me.
Oh,
And then
absolute degenerates,
And then
man.
I'm just like, oh, fucking hell. But then,
if I ever have a daughter, she's not allowed on public transport.
but he don't even stop there. So he gets like, he sort of gets like the memo after a while. And then he walks down the actual stairs because we're at the top. And then I thought he just walks off. Now, when the bus sets off out of like the thing, he walks back up, sits next to someone else who's near the front, but this is closer to me now, so I'm getting a bit like, fuck, he's not got off. So now,
You're like, oh, now he's annoying me.
Now she's got headphones on, completely just out of it, just face next to the window like that.
Yeah.
I don't think she's realised what's gone on before, to be honest.
Yeah.
But then he's
she's
just
none
like,
the wiser.
he's actually pulled her headphone out and was like, oh yeah, come on, let's just have a bit of a chat. Now she's just gone like completely like uncomfortable, like as you would.
Yeah, that's mad.
And we're just like, but like she felt that awkward, and she was probably dead shy. Whereas like I'm gonna have to speak to him.
Question: was it actual like earphones, or was it like an AirPod?
No, like what you plug in. Like
right. Okay.
So he just pulled that out.
Because I was going to say, imagine he just like takes the AirPod out your ear.
Yeah.
Now he's just got your AirPod.
It's mine. Not having that. But no, like he literally just pulled it out to just chat to her. But then I would have found it funny if she just put the AirPod back in.
Yeah, she should have.
Just carried on. But she just like completely gone with it and chatted to him, and you could just see how uncomfortable. But nobody was like, well, what? I don't know what you would say, to be fair. Like obviously what you'd probably just say, leave her the fuck alone.
Mm-hmm.
But I was just like, fuck, he's not speaking to me. I just put my earphones in and just like, I just went with it. Like, but I just thought I felt so bad for her.
I can't be doing with.
And then she had to get off before him, so it ended with him like, yeah, you've got my number anyway, we'll carry on.
No, he didn't.
So it's,
did he put his number in her phone?
I think he did, yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah. But that is just...
No wonder women hate men.
That is just the... I've got so much other like mad stories that's happened on public transport.
It's just full of...
It's mental. Especially when you're in city centre. Like in Manchester on a bus in the city centre. It's fucking mental, some of the sites you see.
Especially those ones that go near like Piccadilly Gardens.
Yeah. That's where my bus went through.
Yeah.
Fucking awful, man. Shall I tell you mine?
Oh yeah, go on. Yeah, sorry, I forgot we were doing that.
I was going to say the one that you agree with me with, but I might leave this one.
Okay, what's the other one?
You'll probably agree with me with this one, to be fair, because this is equally as annoying, but not as much as the other. When people hold the door open for you, but you're just that little too far away, and then you have to fucking walk at a pace.
You might even have to do the little jog.
A little jog.
Little jog where you don't actually go any faster, you just look like you're making an effort.
Yeah.
It's a bit like in the cinema where someone's walking past you turn your knees and you don't make a difference. But...
That is probably one of the toughest things on my list that just irritates me so much, because I didn't ask you to hold the fucking door open for me. So why are you doing it?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Fair enough, you're being kind, but don't make eye contact with me and then wait for me to get to the door.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But then if you flip that, and then this happened so much in my old job where there was so many scenarios where they expected me to hold the door open. But
and
then
you wouldn't.
And I wouldn't, but sometimes I would. But then I'm like, what fucking door, man? Why am I holding the door open for him? Because it's polite. It's polite, but I know how much it annoys me, so it must annoy other people. Just because
but I appreciate it when someone holds a door for me if I'm in a reasonable distance away.
Yeah.
But yeah, I agree. If you are too far away and it's like, well, now I need to hurry up because you're holding the door.
Exactly. Just that little bit. Yeah, to be fair, if it's like you're right there.
You know what happens to me a lot in work? Because we have like a corridor that's got a few doors on it.
Yeah.
But then on that corridor, there's like different rooms.
Yeah.
And sometimes people hold the door for you. And then before you even get to that door, you have to turn off into another room and you have to be like, I'm just going in this one. And I hate it every time. It's horrible. It doesn't happen all that often, but like when it does, it just ugh.
You know what's happened to me? This is very recent. So as someone were leaving work, so obviously they have to go down them stairs to get out,
Right.
you know, from like the stock room bit.
Oh right, yeah.
So she's like, so I'm at this point I'm going up and down the stairs because I'm carrying boxes up.
Yeah.
Now she said, "Oh, I'll see you later." I was like, "Oh, I'll see you," but I had to go downstairs where she was going.
Oh,
So I've just like followed her down the stairs.
it's like when you say bye to someone. When you say bye to someone and then you just walk in the same
But,
way.
like, the long was so like unnecessary. Like them stairs are so like long, but they've never felt longer going down.
Yeah.
And like she was just like, "It was a bit awkward this now." And I was like, "Thank God you've said it."
Oh, there's been so many scenarios where I've said bye to someone and then realised I needed to go the same way.
Yeah.
And I'll either not move or I'll go the other way just for like a few seconds or whatever.
But I should have just waited.
Just to create a gap.
I made it more awkward by going down the stairs. Why didn't I should have just waited?
Yeah, you could have
for a
just
bit.
waited.
I was only carrying boxes up. It weren't an urgency.
Yeah, I would have just waited.
But I just thought, oh no, I'll just carry on. But then just realised I'm just
Well,
following
you probably like. I think like you should just carry on, shouldn't you? And just be like, oh yeah, I'm going this way anyway.
But it was
But,
just
yeah,
silence
it's just-
walking down the stairs. And she was just like, "It was a bit awkward now, isn't it?"
Yeah,
I've just
that-
gone the same way.
Yeah, that's horrible.
And like the boxes were filling up the pathway at the bottom of the stairs. So now it just took her longer to get through the boxes
Mhm.
that I had to move out the way.
Yeah.
But yeah. So my will clear up. My sticking in the bin is holding the door open. I've got another one, but I'll leave that till next time.
Right, yeah, mine is people on public transport.
Yeah, that is a very good one.
Just all of you.
Absolute- Yeah. All,
All of us, I suppose.
There's some alright ones, but the ones that are fucking annoying, you know you are. You need to.
No,
sort
I
shit
don't
out.
think they do know who they are.
Oh, they must do. They mustn't. They must do. You must know if you're like being a nuisance.
I remember not a few weeks ago, I was on a busy tram, and this woman was like leaning on the handrail in the middle that like everyone needs to hold on to. So I just stood next to it. I was with someone, so I was making a joke to the other person that I was with. I just stood next to it and just like held on to like nothing, just onto thin air. And she's seen me do it. And then she got up off it and just held on to it. Which to be fair solved my problem, but I then just felt mad awkward. I was just like, I'm just gonna look the other way. I've just got to look the other way.
Them sort of interactions are funny though when you look back at them.
Yeah, because I did it and I was like looking at my mate, and then I looked back and she was looking at me, and then I looked at her, and then we both looked away, and it was just like, she knows what I'm doing.
I'm gonna say before we end, I'm gonna say something else because it's not like it's a bit similar to that, but this I think this is worse. So do you know that on a train or as a tram where you have to click the button for the doors to open?
Yeah.
So we stood like it's a cram train, and we stood like both equally at the front of the doors.
Yeah.
But the button's on my side,
Right.
so I'm the man who now has to click that button to let everyone out. I'm not expecting no one to come across me and press it.
Yeah.
Even if it weren't my stop, I'd still probably just press it just to let them out. Come on, off you go. So, it is my
After complaining about being a doorman a minute ago.
it is my stop, to be fair. So I go to click the button, but before this stop was Moston, which was I clicked the button for it. So I've clarified I'm the designated button presser.
Yeah.
Now this woman,
Everyone should have been paying attention.
yeah. So this middle-aged woman who was seen me do this at Moston,
Yeah.
has now gone over as I'm pressing the button as well, but then like stopped herself like that and just basically just made this awkward scenario of clicking the button. Then it don't even stop there. We both go out to walk out the door. To be fair, I probably should have been the gentleman thing and let her go first, but it was just the whole thing was just so awkward.
Yeah.
Now I've gone and like sort of just brush shoulders to get out the door, and I just stand on the platform and I'm just like, just walk away, carry on.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna wait here for a bit. You get a good 10 yards in front of me, just so I can process what had just gone on there.
Yeah, just so I'd have to look at you.
But yeah, there's so much more on the public transport thing. But we'll call it there.
Yeah, we'll call it there.
Before it turns into a real rant.
Thank you for watching. Follow us everywhere at the Top Floor Pod.
Like and share.
Yeah, all that good stuff. And we'll see you next week.
Catch you at the next one. Goodbye.